I'm putting this session on recording so that others can have benefit of this in future. And if you want this recording, it will be available on my YouTube channel. What we are going to do, this is somebody wants to record, please do not record it. I will send you the recording. It will be available on my YouTube channel. So you all can see it from there. Okay, somebody has asked for the permission. Okay. Since it is a 600-page document and we cannot cover everything in this 1.5 hour, but I will try my best to cover the maximum thing which is of your benefit. I'm assuming maximum of the teachers who belongs to class 9, 10th, 11th, 12th are here who have joined, because I am in touch with only those teachers. I have tried to cover that portion maximum. But some part of some other portion also I have covered, and this is a continuous exercise. In future also we will be having the sessions, and you can join those sessions. Now, there is a lot of confusion regarding the language formula. How many languages will be there in 6th, 7th, 8th? How many languages will be there in 9th and 10th? How many languages will be there in 11th and 12th? Then whether there will be board in class 9th and 10th or not, mainly 10th and then 12th, which type of board, how board will be conducted, and all those things. There is a lot of confusion. So we will mainly go on that so that confusions can be removed. Confusions can be removed. I have seen this document has been presented on 23rd of August, and only after 1 hour, there are a lot of videos creating confusions among the teachers. I don't know how the persons are so strong that they can read 600 pages in 1 hour. I don't know. It took me approx 1 week to read this document and make this presentation, which I'm going to present in front of you. So let's cover it without wasting the time. My humble request, if you all can keep your audio off for next 1 hour, and then we will have question answer. In between also we can have question answer if required. You can raise your hand, and please keep your audio off and video on if possible, so that by going through the voice expression, I will get to know whether you are understanding me or not. Okay. So I'm giving you the presentation. In the presentation, I have not added anything from my side. I have taken only the screenshot of the document, clear screenshot of the document, page by page, to explain you what is written, where it is written, with the page number. Interpretation can be anything. My interpretation, I will tell you, you can have different interpretation that we can discuss. I have not added anything from my side, so that there should not be any confusion. Okay, so I'm going to present the document in front of you. Now, I will talk a little bit about my organization. I hope you all can see my slide. Can you see my slide? Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
It is visible. And slides are changing. Slides are changing. Can anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. So I represent one organization which is called as EduTree. We work for students' career counseling. We work for different internship program. We work for different teachers training, and we work for financial literacy programs in different schools and colleges. So this is brief about my organization. I will not waste time on this. Now see this. NCF history, little bit history, we will go of the NCF. It is not the first time that NCF has been introduced. Generally, NCF is followed, any NAP, if there is NAP, it is being followed by NCF. NAP is what to do, and NCF is how to do. What to do is always discussed in NAP, what is our goal, what we want to do. The first NAP was introduced in 1968, then 72, then 86, which was amended in 1992. The latest NAP was in 2020, where a lot of webinars, seminar, discussions, meeting has already held on NAP. The NCF 75, 88, 2000, 2005 is in nowadays in operation, and 23, the final, this draft is not there. Now we have the final NCF 2023. The draft was issued on April 6, 2023. This was headed by 12-member committee, and head of this committee was K. Kasturi Nandan, who was once upon a time heading ISRO. A final NCF was presented on August 23, and implementation, they are saying from 24-25. It is clearly written partial implementation. It is clearly written in the document that we are going to start, we are going to implement. It is nowhere it is written that whatever is there in NCF will be implemented next year itself. No, they are saying we are going to start it, and they have a target of next 10 years. Next 10 years to fulfill this, whatever is there, they have to achieve that in next 10 years. They are not saying that everything what is there in this document will be implemented from next year. They are not saying this. That we have to keep in the mind. Now, if you see the NCF, it is in total 5 parts. Part A, which talks about different stages of school education, then content in different stages. Then they are talking about how much time you have to allocate for what, and they are talking about assessment in part A. Means they are talking about primary stage, pre-primary stage, middle stage, secondary stage, like that. Then what you have to teach in these stages, how you have to allocate the time, and how you have to assess the bacha in different stages. In part B, they are talking about different themes. They are talking about adopting the Indian system. They are talking about inclusive education. They are talking about counseling of bachas and parents. And they are talking about use of technology in the education. Now, if you see the part C of this NCF, they are talking about mainly the subjects, different subjects, science. What should be taught in science? What should be taught in mathematics? What should be taught in social science? Then how to divide that? If I have to teach the curriculum of science, then what should be taught in class 8th? What should be taught in class 9th? What should be taught in class 10th, 11th, 12th? They are talking about division. And after that, in the later stage, they are talking about, suppose something is to be taught in class 12th, then how to divide it in semester 1 and semester 2. So they are talking about that. So subject division mainly they have covered in part C of the NCF. Now part D of the NCF, they are talking about school culture and the processes, which type of culture, what culture is appropriate, seeing the Indian economy for next 10-15 years. So they are talking about that. And they are talking in the last part of this document, they are talking about the ecosystem, teachers training, different development programs. Then they are talking about parents. They are talking about use of community. They are talking about how we can local vendors, local athletes, local dancers, musicians, how we can take help of these people in implementing the NCF into the school. So they are talking, they have divided into these 5 parts. I hope I'm clear. If I'm not clear at any part, if I'm going in fast, then you can tell me. I can go a little bit slow, but since we have to cover a lot, that is the reason. Anything in your mind, anything having anyone in mind? Should I go ahead? Thank you. No. See this, when they are talking about stages, they have divided the total school education into 4 parts. First part is preschool, then preparatory school, then middle school, and then secondary school. I'm repeating: preschool, preparatory school, middle school, and secondary school. The concept of senior secondary is nowhere now. The concept of senior secondary, there is no concept of senior secondary. Secondary is there. Preschool, we have level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is for year 3 to 5, which is nursery and KG, pre-nursery, nursery, KG. Level 2 of preschool, level 2 of preschool for the year age group of 6 to 7. They are talking about class 1 and class 2. In preschool, if you see, they are talking when the bacha is in preschool, that is pre-nursery, nursery, KG, they are saying you have to teach only one language to the child, and that is the mother tongue. Nothing else. Bacha can come to the school, bacha can have dance, bacha can have music, bacha can enjoy, bacha can talk, but they are not talking about some science or social science or mathematics, nothing. In this level, they are talking about only one language. If you go to class 1 and 2, which is 6 and 7-year-old bacha, they are talking about two languages, maybe Hindi, English, maybe for if we are talking about Punjab, then Punjabi and English, whatever it can be, two languages. Then mathematics is to be introduced at this level, numbers, and art education. Art education is the part of this level. They are talking about this. Now, if you go to preparatory level is class 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5. Age group is 8 to 11. 8 to 11. Here they are talking about two languages, mathematics, art education, physical education, and the world around you. TWAU. This terminology they have used. It is already in some schools. We are already using word around you, but they have used TWAU. The word around you. It is nothing but EVS. What we are teaching as EVS nowadays in the classes, they have given a terminology TWAU. Now you go to middle level. This is the age group 12 to 14, classes 6, 7, and 8. Here they are talking about three languages: mathematics, social science, science, physical education, art education, and VE. Here VE is not value education. They are talking about vocational education. They are talking about VE, vocational education, in middle level of school. Now, if you go to secondary level is divided in two parts: secondary level 1 and secondary level 2. I'm again repeating, there is no concept of senior secondary now. They are talking only about secondary level 1, which is 9th and 10th, age group 15, 16, secondary level 2, which is 11 and 12, age group 17, 18. This 3 plus 7 and 2 plus 4 is nothing but the subjects. I will talk at the later stage what is 3 plus 7 and 2 plus 4 in class 9, 10th and 11, 12th. If you are writing, you can write it here. We will explain in detail in the later slides. Okay. Now, I hope my slides are changing. This beautiful picture, if you can see, they have given this very beautiful picture stating what to be taught at what level. Of this explanation I have already given you. So this you can see on the page number 62 of NCF. Very beautiful picture explaining everything what we want. At foundation stage, they are talking about playing. At preparatory stage, they are talking about discovery. And at middle stage, they are talking about concepts. And at senior secondary stage, they are talking about multidisciplinary, flexibility, choice of subjects. They have given these terminologies on different stages. Now, if you see the education, the processes, the developments, they are saying biological processes, biological development is there with the growth of age, it is going. Cognitive processes, cognitive development we are talking about nowadays, we are doing in the school, whatever we are teaching, that is nothing but the cognitive development. But this time they are talking about socio-emotional development, socio-emotional processes. This is very important, and we in Indian economy, we in Indian society have left it somewhere. So they are talking a lot about this process, what is happening nowadays in Kota, why bachas are doing suicides and all. You must have heard the news, you must have heard they have deferred all the examination. Now some fans are being installed, something. So they are how you have to connect the bacha with the parent, with the society, with the teachers, the emotional, that the dummy school system and all, coaching system and all, what are the drawbacks of this. They are talking a lot about this, and we have to work on that so that there can be socio-emotional development, socio-emotional progress in the child. So they are talking about these type 3 development basically in the charts. Okay. Now, whenever they are talking about for any education, they are talking about, suppose they are talking about mathematics. So how they have connected the syllabus, they are saying what is the aim of education first. Suppose I have taken the example here from the page number 25 of the document. Suppose you are talking about education. What is the aim of education? Then why languages is to be taught? Then if languages is to be taught, why Hindi or why English? Why languages is curricular aim. Why Hindi or why English? Why Punjabi is curricular goal. Now, if we are teaching English, then why prose and why poetry? That is called as competencies. And then chapters. What is the learning outcome of each chapter? Suppose you are teaching any novel or something. What is the learning outcome of that? So they are talking about anything to be related with the aim of education. Whatever you are teaching in the class, what chapter, what novel, what subject, what that should be attached with the aim of education system. This is very good slide. They have given a lot of detail on this. So, but I could cover the only this much so that we will reach. Now, see this is subjects. They have divided the subjects into groups. Then groups has been divided into curricular areas. Curricular areas has been divided into subjects, and subjects have been divided into course. I'm repeating, there are groups. In groups, there are curricular areas. In curricular areas, there are subjects, and in subjects, there are courses. Suppose I take example, group 4. If we talk about group 4, in group 4, there is science. In science, there is a subject called physics. And in physics, there can be courses. There can be different courses of physics. So they have divided like this. Here, there are groups. In groups, there are curricular areas. In curricular areas, there are subjects. And in subjects, there are courses. How they have divided, we will go into detail. But this sequencing, you should be knowing. What is group? What do you mean by group? What do you mean by curricular area? What do you mean by subjects? And what do you mean by courses? There should not be any confusion between course and subject. There should not be any confusion between subject and curricular area. Okay. So that is the reason I have prepared this slide. Now see this. First, I will go on the courses. Before that, let's see this. See this. There are total of 4 groups for 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. There are 4 groups. First group, then second group, then third group, then 4th group. These are 4 groups. In first group, curricular area is language. And in that curricular area, there are subjects that can be different subjects, modern Indian language, English, Hindi, whatever it is, foreign language, whatever it is. So there are group 1, language is curricular area. In language, then there are subjects. Subject is language native to India. It can be any Tamil language, or it can be Malayalam, it can be Punjabi, it can be whatever it is. Other language. Then same way, if you go to group 2, then curricular area is art education. Art education. If I say art education, it is a curricular area. And in art education, folk music, Indian classical music, theater, fine arts, these are the subjects. If I go to physical education is a curricular area. Then in this, yoga and lifestyle, sports and all, these are the subjects. Same way, if I go to group 3, then there are 2 curricular areas in group 3, that is social science and IDA. Thanks to the effort of different authors, in IDA, you can now see business study and accountancy. Earlier, the draft paper, if you see the NCF draft paper, which was released in April, it was not having accountancy and business study. It was only having one subject called as commerce. So a lot of effort has been put for this. So now accountancy and business study is there as different subjects. So you can see history, geography, political science, subjects in social studies. IDA, you can find business study, accountancy, journalism, legal studies, and different mathematics and computers are kept together in a curricular area, and science, physics, chemistry, and all. So I hope now you are clear. What do you mean by group? What do you mean by curricular area? And what do you mean by subject? There should not be any confusion in group, then curricular area, and then subject. Now, in subject, suppose I go to mathematics. Mathematics is a subject. Now, group is 4. if I'm correct, yes, group is 4. Mathematics and computational thinking. Computational thinking is my curricular area. Then mathematics is my subject, and in mathematics my course is like this. These are the course. Now see, courses. Course 1, mathematical foundation. Course 2 is algebra and geometry. Course 3 is calculus, and course 4 is probability and statistics. These are the 4 courses of mathematics. Now, 2 of them will be taught in class 11th in semester 1 and 2. 2 of them will be taught in class 12th in semester 1 and 2. So for every subject, there are courses. For every subject, for accountancy, business study, Hindi, English, whatever it is, there are courses. Though for every subject, they could not define they have given only examples for few subjects. It is still in the process of defining, but there are courses in every subject. Every subject. Is it clear what is group, what is curricular area, what is subject, and what are the courses? I hope if anyone have doubt, you can raise your hand and you can ask. Should I proceed? Thank you.
Yes.
Now if you see, I'm moving to class 9th and 10th. At this stage, they are talking about 10 subjects. Here, Bacha will study 10 subjects in class 9th and 10th. How this 10 subject will be there? I'm going to detail. In class 9, today, Bachas are studying 8 subjects. I don't know how, for 5 subjects, there are examination, and for 3 subjects, we generally send grades to CBSE, and they put it somewhere in the mark sheet. I don't, so you all must be doing in your school. But now there will be 10 subjects. What are those 10 subjects? See this. First is my curricular area. Curricular area, language. From language, we will be having 3 languages in 9th and 10th. Please see, it is clearly written 10th board certification. I don't know where there is confusion, no board in class 10th. As per my interpretation, as per my knowledge, as per whatever, it is clearly written 10th board certification. And if you see, it is clearly written external examination. Whatever I know, whatever is my understanding, external examination means board examination. Now, if you see, language will have external examination, that is board examination. Mathematics will have board examination. Science will have board examination. Social science will have board examination. Art education, local assessment with external examiner. That means somebody from other school will come. What we do in class 11th and 12th, external examiner will come to your school, internal, external sit together. Paper will be there, bacha will be doing, marks will be allotted, like that. That process will be there for art education. For IDA external examination, then physical education, local assessment with external examination, and for vocational education also, local assessment with external examination. That means bacha will be studying 10 subjects. For 7 subjects, they will be giving boards. For 7 subjects, they will be giving board, and for 3 subjects, there will be paper in the school itself. External examiner will come to the school, and there will be paper. What we are doing in physics, business study, and all those things for the practical wala part. But here, there is no concept of having a partial board in this. Here, only and only school examination will be there. How that will be conducted, they have given the detail of that. We will read into detail. We will go into detail. But this is, I think, the concept, the confusion that there is no board in class 10th. This is clear now. Anyone having confusion on that, or anyone of you do have some other thing, knowledge or something ki haan, no sir, we have gone through this training and there it has been told that no board in class 10th. But NCF says there will be external examination as per NCF. It is clearly written. So I hope it is clear. I'm moving to the next slide now. Now, if you see class 11th and 12th, what they are saying two languages are compulsory. I'm going back to this side. See this side. They are saying bacha have to do what? Bacha have to do from group 1. Please understand. From group 1, every bacha have to take two languages. One have to be the Indian language, and other can be the foreign language. It can be Hindi, English, it can be Punjabi or something else like that. There should be two languages, one Indian and other can be Indian, can be foreign, that is. Now, from group 2, 3 and 4, see this, group 2, 3 and 4, bacha have to select 4 subjects. Please use the terminology. I'm using the terminology subjects, not curricular area. From group 2, group 3 and group 4, bacha have to select 4 subjects. I already defined what is group, what is curricular area, what is subjects. Now, one restriction they have given that bacha cannot take all 4 from single group. Bacha have to touch at least 2 groups. Means bacha can take 3 from group 4 and 1 from group 3, or bacha can take 1 from group 2, then 1 from group 3, and then 2 from group 4, like that. Whatever the combination is there, but bacha have to touch at least 2 groups. While selecting the subjects, child have to take from 2 groups. One is language, that is okay. Now 4 subjects which bacha have to take, they have to take at least from 2 groups. Mahajan ji, good evening, very good, namaskar. आपने join किया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. Please ask.
Thank you so much for sparing valuable time for the teachers. And one doubt I could see.
Yes, sir. Please.
Whether business and accountancy is also starting on class 9.
Yes, sir. They are saying, if you see business study and accountancy, class 9, 10, 10th, they are saying like that.
Okay, it means now there will be great scope for
yes, sir. I will go into detail. They are saying whatever we are teaching in class 11th and 12th, that has to start from 9th and 10th. That is the reason they have not divided secondary and senior secondary. They are saying secondary level 1 and secondary level 2. From level 1, you have to make the pitch for level 2. They have written specifically there, and we will go into detail of that.
So the teachers, just like teachers have been worrying about the commerce, as the commerce is dropping year after year, the teachers so much worried. It means if they are introducing.
Now the only thing is that how many schools, sir, now the thing is how many schools starts giving this in class 9 and 10. That is the only thing. That schools have to take. So I hope it is clear, sir. Should I proceed, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I have doubts, sir. I have doubts, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, it's a state syllabus, especially in Kerala.
Yes.
Okay, it's a business studies and accountancy is already introduced in the secondary level 9th and 10th.
Okay.
So what they are doing is a social science, the last 2 chapters.
Okay.
Is a basic principles of accountancy and the business studies already given.
Okay. So now where we are proceeding, we are saying that now syllabus will be made only and only by NCERT, and the Kerala board or CBSE board or ICSE board will be examination bodies.
Yeah.
They will not be prescribing any syllabus.
Okay.
There will be a central syllabus. Syllabus authority has been given to SCERT, NCERT commandly. They will make the syllabus. No doubt, as per the state, they can add some chapters to teach their culture and all. But syllabus deciding body will be SCERT and NCERT, and examination body will be CBSE, ICSE, Kerala board, UP board, Bihar board, whatever it is.
Okay.
So I hope it is clear now.
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Yes.
Can I enter? Sorry, I am extremely sorry.
Yes.
But in Kerala, the students have already learned is 2 languages during the time of 11th and 12th.
Okay.
One is English. The second language is an option. Either is Malayalam or is Syriac or is French.
It's
That
very
is
good.
different.
So we are going into that procedure that one is your English is a foreign language and your
Yeah.
one native language. It's okay. We are
Yeah.
going in that direction only, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. You
Thank
can
you, sir. Thank
proceed,
you.
sir. You
So
can
now I'm proceeding that in 11th and 12th, if you see this 10th, 9th and 10th, I hope it is clear. Now see this 11th and 12th. From language, bacha have to take 2, and from group 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, bacha have to select 4 subjects, but bacha have to touch 2 groups. Bacha cannot select all 4 from any one group. At least 2 groups have to be touched. Now, if you see group 1, external examination, group 2, local assessment with external examiner. Again, there is no board for group 2. So I am sure this, if you see group 2 is art education, physical education and vocational education. There will be no board for this. So no doubt, maximum of the schools and maximum of the bacha will try to take at least one subject from here so that their marks will be maximized. So this is my interpretation of that. So now see this. So 2 groups, bacha have to take 4. Now for group 2, there is no board. Group 3, there is board. Group 4, there is a board. Total subjects will be 6. 2 language, 4 subjects, total 6. 7th bacha can take, that is optional. 7th, if you see this is optional for the bacha. Bacha can take if the bacha want, but that will be added burden on the bacha. I hope this is extremely clear that bacha have to study total 6 subject, 2 language, 4 subject, and that 4 subject is that 1 subject must be taken from other group. Bacha cannot take all 4 subjects from same group. Should I proceed? Thank you. Now see this. Here also they have explained the same thing. Group 2, art education, physical education, social education. This is why I have taken this slide. Option 1, they are talking about choose 2 language. From group 1, choose 4 subjects from at least 2 of the following group. Group 2, 3 and 4. You have to take 4 subjects out of this. Okay. Now, if you see class 11th and 12th, here they have written 2-3 things very important, page number 29 of NCF. If you go through this, they are saying choice-based courses are to be offered to enable the flexibility. That means they are saying you cannot give mathematics. At a later stage, they have explained it in detail also. I will show you that. You have to give advanced mathematics or standard mathematics. Accountancy, no, it cannot be accountancy. There should be 2 accountancy, and bacha have to decide which accountancy bacha will study. There will be 2 history, and bacha will decide which history bacha will be studying. So that they have given. And if you see the D and E point, where they are talking about pedagogy of teaching in class 9th and 10th, they are talking textbook should be the base. But in class 11th and 12th, they are saying more opportunity for self-study, group work, encourage classroom interaction should be given. Then they are talking about inquiry-based method. They are talking about different thing in this. They are saying textbook, which teachers generally say that go to the class, complete the syllabus. No, they are not talking about that. In class 11th and 12th, they are more going toward the research-based education. Somebody has raised hand. If you want to ask any question, I can go into detail of that. Okay. Now see this. They have given the example also. This is a mockery of the system. At one stage, they are saying we will not talk about account or commerce, science or humanities. But at a later stage, they themselves have given the examples. I don't know how people work. They are saying, no, there will be no stream, no commerce, no science. But this diagram is given by themselves. Combination for commerce, combination for science, combination for social science. Why? If there is no stream, why they have written this combination for commerce, science, and I don't. This is my So they should have avoided this thing. Now they are saying, suppose now today's commerce bacha have these two options. I told you that 2 + 4 or 2 + 5. Next fifth can be the optional. So if you see, they have the English, Hindi can be one. Then business study, accountancy, economics from group 3. Then business mathematics. Now mathematics, I told you that there are two types of mathematics: business mathematics and mathematics, standard mathematics, core mathematics, whatever the subject you tell it. Now another combination can be Bengali and English, then business study, accountancy, then business mathematics, then fine arts. This can be the combination. That means bacha can take those 4 subjects from all 3 groups or any 2 group that bacha. But bacha cannot take it from one. Rajesh Mahajan sir, you want to ask something?
So ये आपका one thing. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes sir, it is clear. Please.
Okay, actually you have already mentioned that there is a confusion in the document itself. On a previous slide, they were not talking about the differences in the streams, and now they're talking about the different streams.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so it is putting the confusion before the teacher as well.
Yes.
And you had mentioned about the business study 1, business study 2, accountancy 1, accountancy 2. If you can put some light on this information.
Sir, they have
Just
not given. They have written for every subject there should be 2 standard of courses. They have written this thing. I will show you that. Now,
Okay.
What will be the curriculum of accountancy low standard and accountancy high standard? What will be the curriculum of business study low standard and high standard? They have not given detail of that. But they are saying in years to come, we have to divide all the subjects in 2 parts, one low standard and one high standard. They have written this clearly. In years to come. This is 10 years focus. This is 10 years focus. It is not from 2024. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Now, so I hope this slide is clear where they are talking how to select the subject. They have given an example of multidisciplinary also, where bacha can take one subject of science, one subject of commerce, one subject of humanities, and make his own stream. So that they have given as an example. Okay, this is page number 30 of the. Now see this line I have taken. I told you that I have not written anything. I have taken only the screenshot of the document. Here they are saying whenever you are making a curriculum or the syllabus, whatever you call it, for a subject, you have to make by understanding that bacha will be not be taking the other subject. If you are teaching biology, you are not supposed to assume that bacha must have taken chemistry. Sometimes we make our curriculum like that, bacha have studied this in chemistry, so we are making. No, but bacha can take biology with accountancy and business study. So whatever you are teaching in biology, the base should not be on the basis of physics or chemistry like that they are talking about. They have written. So this is very good step. This I assume as a good step. Sometimes we feel that something, if bacha have not taken accountancy, and we assume though in business studies some concept there is where we assume that the cash flow or something bacha must have studied. So we should not be doing that. So this is good. Now see this board examination again. Why I have taken these slides, the content, because there is a lot of confusion. No board in class 10th, no board in class 10th. It is clearly written, students should be given opportunity to engage with high order capabilities, analysis, and was it there. Board examination for class 10th. This is very important. Board examination for class 10th should be based on competencies. First thing is clear, there is board in class 10th. There is board in class 10th. I hope this line is very much clear. Art education, physical education, vocational education would have local assessment with board certification. For this, there will be no board. Local assessment will be there. Marks will be sent to the board. It will come on the mark sheet. It's okay. Now that. Now class 11 and 12, 2 language, 4 combination. That here also art education, physical education, vocational education will have local assessment with board certification. Now at present what is happening, 30 marks, suppose physical education I'm talking about, 30 marks is practical, 70 marks is board. Now they are saying no board for that 70 also. That all will held in school. How it will held in school, they have given detail of that also. No, suppose fine arts, if I'm correct, 60 marks practical and 40 marks board paper. They are saying no, all 100 marks will be in the school. So they are talking about that. How it will happen? See this. Now, here it is very important thing. The current system of study in annual pattern should move to semester design. Now, they are not saying that next year we are going on semester system. They should move to semester design. They have given a 10 years formula. Maybe next year, maybe next to next year, depending upon the feasibility with the CBSE. CBSE will adopt, ICSE will adopt, boards will adopt, but they have recommended this thing and we have to go into that direction. If you see point C of this, schools should be prepared to offer subjects from at least 2 groups, 2, 3, 4 immediately within 5 years. Schools should be ready. Then within 10 years, school should offer all the subjects. So they are talking about 5-year, 10-year formula. They are not saying that these things will be operative from next year itself. They have never written this thing. Okay, Prachi Singh Raghav, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So I just wanted to inquire about the very like the previous point that you actually talked about regarding that these ECA subjects like physical education, these these dance, music, fine arts, etc.
Yes.
There wouldn't be any board like the external examinations, only the localized ones.
Yeah, only
In the
in the school there will be paper and external examiner will come to your school.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Fine. Thank you, sir.
thank you, thank you. Now, if you see, I'm going to the next slide. If you see this, board examination. There are very basic things. Please go through this. I'm going into the detail of that. The very important thing is 10 they are talking about. We are not going to there. The secondary stage has been divided into 2 phases. Okay, here what they are saying, secondary stage has been divided into 2 phases. That means there is no senior secondary. Grade 9 and 10, grade 11 and 12. 9 and 10, secondary level 1, 11 and 12, secondary level 2. Now, in 10 years, please remember, in 10 years, all school systems should move to single secondary stage. Single secondary stage. They are saying that secondary and senior secondary to be merged. Why? Why to be merged? Where students have choice and flexibility from class 9th. Following the current curriculum, from 9th, bacha have to decide, I will study commerce, I will study accountancy. So in class 9th, bacha should be given that option. It is not that 9th and 10th is something else and 11th and 12th is something else. No. Again, I'm reading this point. Please read it. In 10 years, all school system to move to a single secondary stage, curricular structure of 11th and 12th, thus realizing the NEP vision of secondary stage being 4-year multidisciplinary stage across all curricular areas. Curricular areas that in IDA start from class 9th and 10th, then bacha will study in 4 years. Vocational education class 9th and 10th, bacha will study for 4 years. Science, bacha will take in class 9th and study for 4 years. That they are talking about. So I hope, Mahajan sir, that confusion that from when we are going to start this business study accountancy, it is clear here. Now, again here, they are talking about the current system of study in annual or 2-year pattern should move to semester or annual design. So here they have given the option, it can go to semester, it can go to annual. That means if you go into details, somewhere they have written that 9th and 10th still can be into annual and 11th and 12th should move to semester. They have written it in. So they have given this flexibility. You can choose annual also, you can choose semester also. So that means it is also not, even 9th and 10th will have semester. It is not like that. I hope it is clear. Now, again here they are saying one thing, in 10 years, board of examinations should be prepared to offer certification through modular examination that each test for rest material are taken immediately after the course taken. That means it is not like that ki March mein board hoga. That is not right. In March there will be board. No. Whenever bacha is ready, bacha can tell, now this subject is ready, I can go and give my paper. That is the concept of modular examination. There will be centers, there will be schools who will be having the centers. Suppose in Gurgaon, there will be 4 schools who will be having centers. If from my school, bacha is ready, that bacha can fill the form, go fix the date and give the paper. They are talking about, but this is 10 years vision. This cannot be implemented next year. So they are talking about that system also in days to come. Now see this slide, very important slide. Again, first point of this, board for examination should offer all. That means 10th is having board, I hope. Here, Mahajan sir wala question, I am going to address it again. Subject examination at different levels should be offered. For everything, there should be basic and advanced. Hindi, basic, Hindi advanced. Physics, basic, physics advanced. Accountancy, basic, accountancy advanced. Business study, basic, business study advanced. So they are talking about this type of subject division should be there. And it is the opportunity to the bacha. Bacha want to take basic wala, basic. I think we already have for mathematics like subjects, we have basic and advanced. So they are saying we have to do this in all the subjects. I hope it is clear. Now, see this slide again, changes in the board. 2-3 things very important from this side. They are saying to reduce the burden. Point 3, offering the same examination at least twice a year. Twice a year. What does it mean? They are not talking about semester. Semester is one thing more. But if suppose bacha is giving 2 semesters in class 12, that is one in September and one in March. The March wala paper, bacha should have 2 options. The September wala paper, bacha should have 2 options. Bacha can give both September and maybe in October, or maybe February and March, or March in April. Bacha can give any of these 2. If bacha gives both, then better marks, they have written, the better wala marks will be taken into consideration. Bacha can give any, bacha can give both, and if bacha has given both, the better wala marks will be taken. That means in 1 year, there will be 4 boards. 2 compulsory, if bacha have to pass semesters, September, March is compulsory. Bacha have option to give it again in October. Bacha have option to give it again in April, and the best marks will be taken out of those things. So I hope it is also clear what was this confusion, how modular board, when modular board. The modular board will take time, but 2 times board have to be started in years to come, very soon. I hope it is also clear from this. Now, again, they have written in D part, board examination should be offered at least twice to ensure this thing. Same thing they have repeated. So this point. Now, see this. Sir, I'm going, somebody have asked about, I think, Prachi Singh Raghav. See this. E point of this document, very important for all those who are teaching vocational subjects like physical education. Now see this. Vocational education, art education, physical education, well-being are to be integral part of curriculum. However, in this case, I'm reading the last line. However, in this case, much of the assessment will have to be demonstration based and non-written based. It is recommended 75% weightage in overall certifications to be given demonstration. Suppose physical education, examiner is coming, bacha will be doing their thing, or painting wala paper, bacha will be painting 75% out of that. Now for 25 also, bacha will not go to board. What will happen? See this. Only 25% to any written examination. Board will also need to design and implement high quality system which can locally be assessed. Means board will prepare the paper, send it to the school, and school will conduct that paper. What is happening now? For physical education, take 30% practical, 70% bacha going for board. Here they are talking, no, 75% practical, 25% also board will prepare one paper, send it to the school, external examiners will be there, external internals will sit there, invigilate, and there will be that 25% also. No one will go to board center for this. I hope now, Prachi Singh Raghav, is it clear? You asked this question, that is the reason I'm talking. So if for any of these, there's group 2 are a subject, whatever the group 2, there is no board for that. Everything will happen in the school. Only board will send the paper, and that too is of 25% weightage. Now here point G is very important for the professional development of the teachers, for the future growth of the teachers. They are saying point G, selection of test developer, reviewer, translators, evaluators. Now what is happening nowadays? Nowadays, I join a school as a PGT. Next year, there is a CBSE letter. Please send this letter teacher for evaluation. I may not be having any knowledge. My school have appointed me, saying that I'm taking very less salary. That is the reason my school has appointed me. But I'm going and evaluating the board papers. That is happening nowadays. But here they are saying no. Examiners, they are saying board of examination should ensure that test developer, reviewer, and the evaluators go through formal university certified course. Formal university certified course on test development before they begin this work. In addition, there should be ongoing capacity building. That means if I have to become evaluator of CBSE, I need a certification for that. If I want to become the translator for the papers, I need certification for that. If I want to become reviewer of the papers, then I need certification of that. It is not like anyone can be called to make a paper, anyone can be called to check the paper. It is not like that. They are recommending this. I hope it is clear. Now, next thing, I'm going on time allocation. They have, for every stage, for primary, pre-primary, middle, they have allocated the time. Why I have taken class 9 and 10? Because you people are more concerned about class 9 and 10. That is the reason I have taken. First thing. Second thing, if you see it, the vocational education is 110 hours. That is 132 periods, which is approx equal to art education, social science. If you say approx equal, 150 is there. So social science, it is not like that in the week you give one period for art, one period for sports, and things are taken care of. No, since there is examination, since there is marking, since there is evaluation, so you have to give sufficient time for the subjects like vocational education, physical education, art education. You cannot give a period on a particular day and you say, oh, no, it is not like that. I hope it is also clear. Now, after that, if you go to the NCF, they have given questions how to evaluate bacha and all. This I have taken only as an example. They have given this figure, and after that they have asked some questions. So this type of questions they are saying, you cannot make simple which is north, which is south. No, it is not like that. They are saying bacha should be evaluated on the basis of competencies. It should not be some rote learning or something like that. So this I have taken as an example so that you can see that. Now, again, this is again evaluation content for the English. Again, they have given one story, and on the basis of the story, they have asked some questions. So these are all the part of this NCF. I have tried to cover all the confusing areas. This is my number. This is my YouTube channel, my email ID. This is the first part of this training. So if any one of you want to attach the second part, fourth part, or you want to conduct this training in your school itself, you want to call us, I can come to your school also. I hope you have given me 1 hour, and I have whatever the best I could do, I have tried to do in that 1 hour. I want some feedback. My humble request, please give feedback. You join this session, you gain something or something to more to be incorporated, whatever it is. Mahajanji, I will start from you.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, that semester system, could you explain once again? That
What?
means one examination is in September, right?
They are saying there will be semester. Suppose I'm talking about class 11th semester. One examination will be in September, one will be in March. Then in 12th also September and March. Now,
No, the child should be write both the examination.
Bacha have to write both the exams. That is compulsory. Bacha have to write that. There is no
Okay.
option in that. Now, September wala examination will again held in October also. So if Bacha could not give that in September, Bacha can give in October.
Okay, I
Same
understood.
way,
I understood.
March wala paper, that Bacha can give in April also. Now,
Okay.
Bacha have another option. Bacha can give in September also and in October also and take the best of that.
Okay.
Same way, Bacha can have in March also and April also. Bacha can have one of these two. Bacha can have any, or Bacha can have both. If
So
Bacha
one subject, Bacha can take it 2 times. Bacha can write 2 times.
2 times.
And the
That
better
is-
marks the board will
that
consider.
is the added advantage. But what I assume with the starting of this CUET and all, where board marks do not have any weightage in that, I don't think more bacha will give that paper. Only the cases where bacha is not well or bacha could not have performed, that bacha will be doing that. This is my interpretation. Maybe I'm wrong. But now again, what thing they have written, they are saying here, whenever bacha is giving this type of paper, maybe that I have not performed. So that means, is it possible that March wala paper will be checked and result will be declared and bacha will say, oh, I have not performed, then I should give the paper again in April? I don't think in 1 month it can held. I don't know
Okay.
how
Okay.
it will be held. I hope it is clear.
One more, sir. One more
Yes,
is.
yes, please.
So sorry. Sir, I say all the subjects, there are 2 types. One is called basic, then next one advanced. Right?
They are proposing this, but they are not saying that this will start from next year. They are proposing in years to come, we have to go into that direction.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Anyone else having any queries? First, let's take the queries. Anyone having any queries? No queries? Now we are.
Sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir, will the syllabus be same in for both the exams or syllabus will be different, sir?
You are talking about September and March.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there are 4 courses now.
Yes.
In 12th, we have 4 courses. Course 1, course 2, course 3, course 4. In September, course 3 will be there. In March, course 4 will be there. Because in 11th September, course 1. 11th March, course 2. 12th September, course 3. 12th March, course 4.
Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Anyone else having any query? And one thing more, in the board mark sheet, 11th, 12th marks, both will be there, just like your graduation mark sheet. When you receive your graduation mark sheet, what happened? Year 1 marks, year 2 marks, year 3 marks, year 4 marks, and final. So like that, your mark sheet will be there. 11th semester 1 marks, 11th semester 2 marks, 12th semester 1 marks, 12th semester 2 marks, and total marks. That type of mark sheet will be there. Okay.
No, so 12th standard actually is a semester 3, right?
12th semester 3 and semester 4, because because 11th, 12th is 1. 11th, 12th is so 11th semester 1 is semester 2, 12th semester 3 and semester 4. These 4 marks will be added together to get the marks of class 12.
Okay. So 11th standard also is very.
It is not like that if bacha to do masti in class 11th and study in class 12th. It will not be like that now. Okay.
I think the previous is a pre-degree course.
So this will be good, I think, for the teachers' point of view. It will be good. Bacha will be more serious.
Yeah.
Any question? Any feedback? Mahajan ji?
Sir, I have shared my feedback. I think it is visible to the chat. I think it is visible to you only, isn't it?
It is visible to me only. Okay. Okay.
I believe.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your nice feedback. Anyone having any doubt, any feedback?
Sir,
yes.
I have one doubt.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, is any facility provided by CBSE and NCF that in both semesters we have to choose the best grade? It means semester 1 and semester 2.
Yes.
हम कोई भी best grade choose करके अपना certificate create कर सकते हैं.
No. Semester 1 and semester 2 से best नहीं ले सकते. Semester 1 में you will have 2 examination, and out of that you take the semester 2 also you will have 2 examination. You give both the examination and take the best of them. It is not like 1 वाला and 2 वाला देके उसमें से best ले लिया. No.
Semester 1 में sir, can you clear this? Semester 1 में आप कैसे 2 exam दे सकते हैं?
I told you that. Suppose I'm talking about class 12th only.
Okay.
Class 12th में you are teaching which subject?
PGT accountancy.
Accountancy. Suppose in class 12, semester 1 have partnership and semester 2 have company account and financial statement analysis.
Okay.
Now, semester 1, बच्चा can give 2 times. Partnership का paper 2 बार देते. Semester 2 also, बच्चा can give 2 times. Company accounts and financial statement analysis वाला paper बच्चा 2 बार देते. Now, 1 वाले का best बच्चा can take. It is not like कि हाँ account partnership में आया and company account में जो आया दोनों का best ले लेगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else having any query?
सुशील सर, ये सारे अभी प्रपोजल हैं या
नहीं
कौन सी चीजें
मैम, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इट इज क्लियर 24-25 से इम्प्लीमेंट होगा. लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला इम्प्लीमेंट होगा पक्का. 11-12 का सेमेस्टर इम्प्लीमेंट होगा पक्का.
अच्छा सर.
बट जैसे मॉड्यूलर बोर्ड एंड ऑल दोस थिंग इट विल टेक टाइम. इट विल
सर अगर आप थोड़ा हेल्पफुल हो जाए मेरे लिए, अगर आप जो 24-25 सिलेबस में जो जो चीजें इम्प्लीमेंट है उसकी अगर एक स्लाइड कभी भी शेयर कर दें तो थोड़ा सा. बहुत सारी चीजें आपने बताई, कुछ चीजें 10 इयर्स के लिए, नेक्स्ट ईयर से क्या क्या इम्प्लीमेंट होने वाला है.
मैम they have what have a NCF or any this type of document na, they are always the recommendation. Now it will go to CBSE, now it will go to UP board, now it will go to Kerala board, and they have to decide कि in this much of time what all we can do from next year, what all we can do from next to next year. Everybody have to decide on the basis of resources. It is not like that कि they cannot write कि हाँ जी ये सब कल से करो, ये सब परसों से करो. It is not
right. Done sir. Thank you.
I hope it is. So now it is CBSE कि हाँ जी we be able to implement semester from next year or not. They have to think that. Maybe that
Fine, sir.
no, next year we will again do the annual, and from next to next year we will do the semester.
Done sir. Thank you.
ठीक है.
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Yes, please.
So I hope that means after 24-25, there is no CBSE, there is no ICSE, there is no state board. It's only a one uniform.
No, sir. No, I'm not saying this. There is uniform curriculum, but there can be different boards.
Okay, uniform
Curriculum. They are talking about uniform curriculum throughout India.
Okay.
There can be CBSE board, there can be Kerala board, there can be UP board. These boards will be the examination body, certifying body, that you have cleared this curriculum, you have passed this curriculum. The curriculum deciding body is uniform. All over India, one body.
So all the curriculum should be the same, right?
Yeah, curriculum is the same, but boards can be different.
Yeah, okay, that no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
all the students are studying the same content.
Yeah, every board have to follow the same curriculum.
Yeah, okay. So there is no difference actually.
All bacha will be following the same curriculum, but only there can be difference of that, sir. Ki some board paper setter can be easy, some stuff that will always be happen. Even in the school, what happens if there are two teachers, somebody sets easy paper, somebody sets tough paper. That happens. What you can do in that? Because it cannot be standardized. Dipali Gargji, your question, please.
And sir, for this year, for 2024 board exams, things are going to be same.
Same. There is no change in 2024. Don't worry. Anything will be implemented from next year, 24-25.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much, everyone. I hope I have met with your expectations. Thank you very much. I will be waiting for your feedbacks. If you can write some feedbacks on the WhatsApp, it will be of my use. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was wonderful session and we are expecting more from you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.